A warm welcome everyone to Camping World Stadium in Orlando, where the Road to 26 is presented by Turkish Airlines. And we've got a treat for you tonight. Brazil and Croatia. Brazil, maybe the most iconic national team the sport has ever known, but as they are discovering, football moves forward and history doesn't win you modern tournaments. Croatia, a small nation who made a big impression on the world game. These are the starting 11s presented by Bet Online, and several changes for Carlo Ancelotti. The starters for Croatia having come off the bench here in that victory against Colombia on Thursday, and this is Zlatko Dalic's starting 11, Alex. They were able to set up camp here in Orlando and play here for the second consecutive game, having beaten Colombia 2-1, as I mentioned, on Thursday. Brazil on the wrong end of the same scoreline against the French. And they will be the team to get things underway. It has not been an easy start to life at all, has it, for Carlo Ancelotti, since taking the helm of the Brazilians. 9 games in charge, and they've won just 4 of them. 2 draws and 3 defeats. Carlo Ancelotti very publicly wished good luck to Italy today before the World Cup qualifiers were played. That didn't quite work out. We're hoping for a better outcome tonight, Alex. This is Luis Enrique seeing a lot of the ball early on, the Zenit St. Petersburg man. Carlo Ancelotti directing traffic on the field and just off it as well. Our cameraman told to rather send packing.
If there's any NBA fan, 90s NBA fan watching us, Dino Radja, Toni Kukoc, Drazen Petrovic, those were great Croatian ballers.
You, Mr. Pereira, bringing the NBA knowledge to our broadcast. I love it.
They fall short.
Promising position here for the Croatians. The shot was a tame one in the end from Kramaric. He just had a defender on his shoulder and nicked it away from him. But perhaps not amongst the favourites. France and Spain seem pretty settled, don't they?
Absolutely.
England certainly having their issues with that at the moment, as Croatia build here. Kramaric to Perisic around the outside. Good looking cross and well defended in the end. There were 2 Croatian players crashing in to meet it. Ante Budimir was one of them.
It's a clear lack of communication, but good link up with Kramaric and Perisic. The overlap move, that sweet cross to the far post. Yeah, there was a lack of communication between Ante Budimir and Baturina.
Just Casemiro and Danilo who are the out and out midfield operators, and amongst them Cunha has dropped a little deeper, and it's João Pedro trying to pick things up here, and it's Cunha who's the beneficiary. Decides to take on the shot, but into a curtain of blue shirts. Vuskovic who's down. Well,
when Brazil don't have the ball, he's the one that needs to close down the left-hand side, so he allows Vinicius to rest and not to defend.
Dalic watching his team put some passes together here. Is there a shot on the end of it? There is, but it's blocked. And then a follow-up effort from the Real Sociedad centre-back. His left, Cunha. Vinny Jr. Across from deep, but blocked by Stanisic. The Bayern Munich man doing the mopping up, but Vinny has it back here. Into the penalty area, the shot is on! Oh, it's a great save! Danilo. Instinctive left foot jab towards goal, and Livakovic was wrong-footed but was able to react.
It all started with a mistake, a rare mistake by Luka Modric. We're praising him, commentators, course, just sending the ball back straight into his former teammate, straight into Vinicius Jr. And then after Vini attracts 3 different Croatian players, he creates the space around the penalty spot for Danilo. A great save, as you said, great reflexes by
chiseling away on the edge of the area. with Casemiro repelled. Croatia trying to play their way out of trouble. They've given it away again. Now, was that challenge a fair one from Perisic? Did he get the ball? Luis Enrique staying down, and the referee deciding that he got more of Enrique than he did the ball.
And he knew what he was doing. He knew that he wasn't going to get the ball. That
it's Danilo. Well, he keeps it along the ground. Nicely worked. And the shot from Cunha deflecting just wide, deceiving everyone. The breakout might be on. The clip stopped it unfolding as Luis Enrique threatened to burst away in the clear.
Croatia, they're aggressive. They go strong at any loose ball. That was impossible to beat in that number 9 position.
Now Brazil trying to make something of the takeaway. It's a lovely ball from Cunha. And Livakovic again to the rescue to deny João Pedro, who should have scored.
Another ball lost by Luka Modric, in this case against his former teammate, against Casemiro.
Position of promise here, Baturina losing out, but the willingness to win it back almost pays off. That was a shot that was goal-bound until it hit a defender. Maybe he should have done. On that evidence, drifts around too, but then no one really threatening to get on the end of his cross. Attack still alive though. Shot is on for Cunha, and it's another good save. Livakovic sprawling away to his left and getting a palm to it.
Once again, it's Vinicius Junior holding up to the ball, just waiting for the Croatian players to go around him to find the open player at the edge of the box.
Croatian defence answering the call once more. No doubt about it, Brazil have had much more of the attacking play, and it's going to continue with a free kick. Junior.
This is not a friendly for...
Deep sense of Croatian pride. But here's the free kick from Danilo, trying to open things up, and Livakovic had to come a long way to meet that. Got there, but got clattered into for his troubles. A long way around to reach this. He likes some goals for his country.
A challenge by Casemiro.
Well, he's left a mark on 2 Croatian players in quick succession, hasn't he? He's going to be pulling the strings here. Modric with the delivery and flicked on. And a save from Bento, who's had so little to do. He kept his reflexes. Modric with the follow-up corner. Dealt with by Brazil, who look to launch a counter-attack and use Vini Jr. It's only him, but help is arriving. May not need it. It's gone around one challenge. Now the check back. The shot is on for Danilo! Well, Brazil finding their very best at the very end of the first half. It came from a Croatian corner. The counter-attack was lightning quick. Vini Jr. with the provider, and Danilo with the smart finish.
Finally, some samba present here in Orlando. What a pass by Mateus Cunha to Vinicius Junior. He was totally left of defensive duties for that corner kick. He was there for launching the counter-attack, and again he just waited, attracted 3 players from Croatia to find the open man at the penalty spot. This is the same maneuver in which Danilo was about to score in the opening quarter.
Danilo, the man who's done it. The Botafogo man getting his first ever goal for the Seleção. You could be with us as this busy and hectic, and a pivotal international window draws towards a close. Down the left, the cross targeting Budimir was cleared, but not for long. Sucic, well, the Inter Milan man lining it up from distance, and I won't be too happy with that. Someone's got a memento. Found someone in a blue shirt at least with the shot. It's a little hard to do with this crowd. What can they do with it is the question. Kramaric, Hoffenheim there. Nice turn from Modric. Almost got it back to Kramaric, but enough defensive cover there in the end, particularly from Leo Pereira. The attack alive. Luka Modric spreading it wide right this time. Kramaric with the left foot. No trouble at all for Bento.
Budimir is replaced by player number 26, Bedar Musa. Player number 9, Andrej Kramaric is replaced by player number 15, Mario Balasic. And player number 10, Luka.
Interesting to go back to one of the Croatian substitutes. Interesting to see Petar Musa out there now. He's player who plies his trade here in the US in MLS with FC Dallas, and there's forward momentum for them at the moment. Nicola Moro surveying the scene, delivering the cross, but I think we've seen the end of Vinny Jr. too. Hasn't really touched the ball much in the second half, has he? And continuing the London theme, it'll be Gabriel Martinelli who gets to replace him.
Two straight swaps, striker for striker and left winger for left winger with different roles.
Fabinho gets the tackle in. Musa doing some foraging work, then he's left on the ground. Oh, well, right in front of the referee. Can be no complaints. I think that was Hendrik on the receiving end, was it? Vuskovic. A steamroller in here.
That was a red card, plain and simple. Plain and simple, and he knows that should have been a red.
Yeah, he has been shown a red card. It's been shown the direction to the changing rooms and the early bath by referee.
That was a red card. He has no intention of playing the ball. He just wants to stop Hendrik. That is a very risky challenge.
Right. Smolcic also on for Croatia. They've worked this nicely. That's a pretty good ball through the central channel and an own goal. Croatia equalise. It's Maya leading the cheers, and he will get the congratulations. But that may well have come off a Brazilian foot last. It was a fabulous through ball down the central channels.
Congratulates him. It's a first touch pass by Pasalic, and then look at this ball. Perfectly placed right in the middle, right in between both center backs. Marquinhos is desperate because there was no need for Bento to come out of goal in that situation. He leaves the goal totally unguarded, and that's why between Danilo and Marquinhos, Maier.
All time for Croatia. Well, what do you think, Alex? If Brazil deserved their goal in the first half, did Croatia deserve theirs in the second? They certainly had more of the ball. Is the referee pointed to the spot here? He has. He's given a penalty to Brazil. Didn't seem to be too much in it. Hendrik was the player involved.
Sutalo on Hendrik. Hendrik is looking for that contact. He's so smart. Well, he wraps his left leg around the defender just to cause that infraction, to cause that fault.
Hands the ball over to the Brentford man, looking for his first ever goal for his country. He's been unstoppable in the Premier League this season. Can he give Brazil the lead from the spot? Yes, he can! cool as you like, Igor Thiago. What a moment for him. Brazil back in front, courtesy of the penalty earned by Endrick.
Here's a penalty again. What a control, what a first touch by Endrick, and then forcing the penalty. Perfect execution by Igor Thiago. 24 years of age. He has a past. He wasn't meant to be a professional player. He had to work as a bricklayer. He went to Bulgaria to play professional soccer. He holds a Bulgarian passport. He was even at some point contemplating playing for the European side, thinking that he would never get the chance of playing for Brazil. And now, here he is.
When the World Cup itself rolls around in 72 days' time, don't count them out as they are on the march looking for a third here, and they've got it! Beautifully worked, and Gabriel Martinelli providing the final moment of the night for Brazil.
Endrick, he's driving, he's waiting for his teammate to be in an open position. The pass is so smooth with the outside of his left foot. He forces a little bit Gabriel Martinelli to modify his run. He needs to go a little bit wider. It looks like he had lost some shooting angle, but he makes amends with his left foot.
Feast on some late scraps. But that will do it in Orlando, Brazil, and the crowd here getting what they came for. Warm embrace between Carlo Ancelotti and Zlatko Dalic. They perhaps will see each other again this summer. But Igor Thiago and Endrick turning the game in Brazil's favour late on after conceding that equaliser. Alex, they, as you say, responded in really positive fashion.
Yeah, they showed character. They were competitive despite all the big players that are missing this set of friendlies. And beating Croatia is not an easy task. This team was undefeated in the last 9 games. So this is a big, strong moral push for Brazil.